With life rapidly changing for millions of Americans across the country, confirmed cases of coronavirus now topping 32,000, more than 400 deaths, and several more states issuing orders to stay at home. Tonight, concerned not everyone is listening. Louisiana, Ohio, and we've just learned now, Delaware, among 9 states shutting down non-essential businesses. Nearly 100 million people told to stay indoors. New York State tonight with more than 15,000 confirmed cases. The governor upset after seeing firsthand groups of people in New York City parks, how the mayor plans to crack down. California's first weekend under the state's stay-at-home order, groups of people spotted on the beach, and several states complaining about the federal government's response, forcing them to compete against each other for supplies of masks and protective gear. Testing becoming more available and still hard to come by, though. A new site opening in New Jersey, take a look, reaching capacity in just 30 minutes. Also, we're now learning Senator Rand Paul has become the first senator confirmed to be infected with the virus. And late today, President Trump announcing FEMA will set up federal medical stations in New York, California, and Washington state. Also, 2 Navy hospital ships will soon be deployed, one to New York, the other, which was expected to go to Seattle, will now go to Los Angeles. ABC's Stephanie Ramos leads us off.
Tonight, officials telling Americans they can help fight the coronavirus by using social distancing. But images from around the country show some are ignoring the warning.
It is absolutely critical that Americans continue to follow the federal government's guidelines, so important about social distancing, non-essential travel, and hand washing. Defeating this unseen enemy requires the help and commitment of every single American.
Crowded beaches in California, boat parties in Florida, and this video taken yesterday showing a crowded New York City park.
I don't know what I'm saying that people don't get. I'm normally accused of being overly blunt and direct. And I take that. It's true. I don't know what they're not understanding. This is not life as usual.
Governor Andrew Cuomo predicting 40 to 80% of the state's population could become infected, warning this virus is not a joke, giving Mayor Bill de Blasio 24 hours to enforce the stay-at-home order in his city.
It's insensitive, it's arrogant, it's self-destructive, it's disrespectful to other people, and it has to stop, and it has to stop now.
De Blasio saying he's looking at taking stricter measures.
When we say you can go out for some exercise, we're not saying you can linger. We're not saying you can make a day of it.
Officials across the country stressing to their communities to heed the warnings.
My view is we die trying. I think the flattening of the curve, the social distancing, telling everybody just stay home gives us a real shot to keep the numbers down.
And a reminder to America's youth.
Time to grow up. Time to wake up, time to recognize it's not just about the old folks, it's about your impact on their lives. Don't be selfish.
State and local officials pleading for the federal government to act.
If the president doesn't act, people will die who could have lived otherwise.
And the need for masks and equipment still a concern. FEMA's director heading up the distribution effort nationwide, warning some states will have to wait.
The federal government has deployed hundreds of tons of supplies from our national stockpile to locations with the greatest need in order to assist in those areas.
The president declaring the states where the outbreak is most severe here in the U.S. disaster areas. New York, today adding Washington, and soon California. But some governors, even a Republican, say they are struggling to get the equipment they need.
It's not nearly enough. It's not fast enough. We're way behind the curve.
Today, our Martha Raddatz pressing director Peter Gaynor on exactly how many masks have been shipped.
Will they get them in time before the health system is overwhelmed?
Again, they're shipping today. They've shipped yesterday. They'll ship tomorrow. And I think one of the things.
When you say they, what do you mean? How many? Which masks? The new masks?
Well, I mean, there's hundreds of thousands of millions of things that we're shipping from the stockpile. I mean, I can't give you the details about what every single state or what every single city's doing, but I'm telling you that we are shipping from our national stockpile. We're shipping from vendors. We're shipping from donations. It is happening. The demand is great. The demand from the governors is great.
All right, Stephanie Ramos joins us now live from New York. And Stephanie, that shutdown order, I want to go back to that, set to go into effect in just a couple of hours in New York City. What are officials here in the city planning to do to stop those crowds we've been seeing?
Well, Tom, New York City's mayor and police commissioners say they are cracking down on large gatherings in city parks to prevent exposure to COVID-19. The mayor says NYPD will drive around telling groups of people not to linger in city parks. Officers will go into grocery stores and other public spaces to encourage social distancing. The mayor emphasizing, though, that they're going to try this out for a week and then reassess these procedures. Tom?
All right, we could see that enforcement moving forward. Stephanie, thank you for that.
Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.